What exactly could be the problem in opposition? Because if there's one person who is disappointed with the opposition right now, it is me. I don't expect these people to honestly divide at this point. What I knew could be their core business is to get united, be strongly united, and consult Kenyans in relation to getting the best flag bearer, someone that the Kenyans prefer, not whom they prefer, what Kenyans prefer. If they say Rigathi Gachagua, that is what we take, not what they think that works for them. Ladies and gentlemen, but of late, they have started wrangles here and there, bashing Matiangi right, left, and center. What could be happening? People have said it's because Matiangi joined the Jubilee Party. No, Matiangi has been the Jubilee Party. And from my side, I feel strongly that it's not all about joining the Jubilee Party. Why am I saying so? Kalonzo Musyoka decided that he's going to go with Wiper. And even went and rebranded Wiper to become Wiper Patriotic Front. And as we speak today, he's doing his own activities in relation to Wiper. Nobody compelled him to join any other party. We have Martha Karua. Martha Karua went ahead to rebrand NAK Kenya to People's Liberation Party, PLP. They have even had an NDC. Ladies and gentlemen, this party that Martha Karua launched, we all know that it is from Mount Kenya region. And she's intending to field candidates in Mount Kenya. So if it is rivalry that Jubilee will bring, already there is rivalry within Mount Kenya, whereby it is not just DCP that exists. Still, up to that point, it is known that the problem is the Jubilee Party that Matiangi joined. Now, let's move a step further. If Martha Karua was working with the spirit right now that is in opposition, where they should listen to each other, then she could have joined DCP and stopped forming a new party. Also, Justin JB Muturi is there. JB Muturi is present, and even his candidate is going to stand in the Mbeere North by-election, where the DCP stepped down for him. Why is it that there's no rivalry now? They are agreeing. When it comes to PLP, they are agreeing. When it comes to DP, they are agreeing. But when it comes to Jubilee, it's a big problem. What is the issue? I don't think it is Matiangi joining the Jubilee Party. I don't think that's the issue as such. Joining can be an issue, but there's something they're preventing Dr. Ken of Fred Matiangi not to join the Jubilee Party. Because one thing that you have to admit, all those opposition people are grown-ups. People are liberal, who should be liberal in making their decisions. Nobody should direct the other. That one should be the case. Hakuna mtoto mwingine huko. So they need to sit down and agree that whichever party you come up with, so long as we meet the objectives of the opposition. Like now, from the Gusii region, one of the biggest problems Dr. Ken Fred Matiangi, or maybe questions he needs to answer, is the Gusii United behind him. If he takes the Jubilee to the Gusii people, they embrace it. Already the problem of having a party that comes from that region is solved, in that he has managed to unite the Gusii community. And as we speak now, they are united. So, ladies and gentlemen, it is still not the party that Dr. Ken Fred Matiangi joined, because Jubilee solves every question in relation to the party from the Gusii region. The Gusii will embrace it. That one I'm pretty sure, because Nyachai did not form the Ford people. He took the party and embraced it. And that's how he received support from the Gusii people. When it comes to the Jubilee Party, the fact remains that it solves all the questions that the people have been asking. Will Matiangi manage to unite the Gusii community? People are saying once you have the party that those people resonate with, it will therefore bring the people from that region on board. But now, going with the Jubilee, I'm 100% sure they'll embrace it, based on how Matiangi will strategize. So, it solves the question of uniting that community. Nevertheless, if you check what happened back in 2002, Nyachai was at the ballot. And then the Gusii community united behind him with his chama Ford people. In 2007, Nyachai was not in the ballot, but he maintained his party Ford people. And the people divided votes during that time up to date. People get 50-50. Raila 50, Kibaki 50, maybe 49-50, something like that. The difference between 2002 and 2007 is that in 2007, Nyachai was not at the ballot. So the sole thing that unites the Gusii community is Dr. Okengo Fred Matiangi being at the ballot. Him not being at the ballot, then I feel strongly that people might divide. That one can happen. But so long as he's at the ballot, people are going to look for Matiangi's name there, then they are going to come together entirely behind him. That's the behavior of the Gusii region. So Matiangi understands the Gusii region better. In fact, Matiangi was working under Nyachai, probably like a PA or something, so they know what was happening at that time. So, ladies and gentlemen, there is no way it can be like it is because it did not form a party from the Gusii region as to why the opposition are angry at Dr. Okengo Fred Matiangi. Because there is no way a junior person like Ndegwa Njiru can literally go out on TV to attack Dr. Okengo Fred Matiangi, even if he did a mistake that needs to be corrected. It's not Ndegwa Njiru to attack him, yet they have a spokesperson. You get my point? So meaning there's a deeper problem. And if you check closely, these people are trying to show that there are things that they are not okay with Dr. Okengo Fred Matiangi ever since. And you can see even someone like Jeremiah Gioni has already revealed that they were mistreating Dr. Okengo Fred Matiangi. What could be the reasons behind this, really? It is not the party. It's not joining the party. I'm being 100%. I'm doing my research right now to determine what could be the issue, because the type of bitterness that has just come up, where they are calling Jubilee now a red wheelbarrow, in that if Matiangi joins it, it's a red wheelbarrow. If he does not, it's a Jubilee party. You know, such kind of anger, where is it coming from? I think it is on two things. One, it's the battle for the Mount Kenya leadership, where they know if Matiangi comes, then Uhuru Kenyatta is revived. So if Uhuru Kenyatta comes there, there's some threat it poses to the DCP party in relation to Rigathi Gachagua. That's number one. Number two, I'm strongly convinced that this is about the flag bearer position. They feel if Matiangi comes to the Jubilee party, which is also national, and probably it can attract support from across, then therefore it's not going to be easy to settle on Kalonzo Musyoka. So they have to cause chaos, because if you look at someone like Ndegwa Njiru, is close to Kalonzo Musyoka, is a member of Wiper party. So when it comes to speak, this is literally like Kalonzo Musyoka speaking to Matiangi. I can exclude Rigiji from this, but Kalonzo is at the middle. I know, because the person who speaks, it is Ndegwa Njiru. And it's also giving fine details as if he is that principal. Meaning the principals have shared with him that this and that, it is what Dr. Okengo Fred Matiangi has done that is wrong. Because how on earth can we have Ndegwa Njiru discussing with Dr. Okengo Fred Matiangi on the issues to do with the coast tour? Yet he has principals who sit in that kind of a table where we don't see Ndegwa Njiru there. So in a nutshell, I feel strongly that there could be two things that are troubling the opposition right now: Uhuru Kenyatta and the flag bearer position. And I feel if there's a time they are going to show their ability, it is now, by sitting down and coming up with the best formula. I've always done it on my videos and said the best formula they can be able to use to get a flag bearer, it's not them sitting at the table and deciding. It is Kenyans amuaring, either through a referendum, a nomination, or through a scientific manner like statistical data being collected across. Because if you don't pick a popular candidate amongst the people of Kenya, especially based on track record, then it's going to be very difficult to take William Ruto home. I don't know what's your take, but in the comment section, please share with me where you think the problem is.